Okay. Alright, mixture has been set. I am holding the brakes. Oil pressure is good. Avionics are on. Flaps are up. Mixture is leaned. I'm clear left to right. Knowing that I've done solos before, I know that the plane's going to feel a little bit different without Matt in it. Alright, so the plan was to take off from 2-2, head out to the river, and turn east, southeast. That's changed. So now we are going to head northeast. We're runway heading to 3500 and then we'll depart to the east. Actually, we'll depart to the southeast to then intercept my track. Okay. Parking brake. Doors and windows locked, pushed, locked, and pushed. Flight controls are free and correct. Fuel quantity is good. Mixture, I will lean in. Everything is in the green and good. Annunciator panel has no issues and throttle to idle. And nobody is behind me, so I my time. Clermont County 2386 Victor is departing runway 4. Will depart the pattern to the southeast. Clermont County. I will slow taxi up. I am actually going to do a soft field takeoff. Alright, wheel is so. Nose up, full throttle, nose up higher, higher.
Clermont County traffic.
Right rudder, right rudder.
The pattern to the north.
Right rudder. My airspeed, up, flaps are up, nose up, IVY, a little messy, a little bit more right rudder, climbing to 2400, pattern altitude to depart. I am shaking, as I always do. Very shocking and surreal that I am flying by myself. Alright, practice is 12270. 122.750. Alright, so we'll swap over. Clermont County practice area 2386 Victor is 3600. Tracking southeast, heading over East Fork Lake. Practice area. Okay, so.
Clermont County practice, Skyhawk 5315 Echo is over top the old Ford plant near Williamsburg 5500. We're going to track north. Clermont.
Alright, so I do have somebody at my altitude.
536 Sierra Papa, a little bit south of Bethel, tracking southbound at 3500. Clermont.
Okay. So that's the guy I gotta watch out for. I'm chasing him. So weird. Okay. So the plan to use for chart and to use timers kind of went out the window. I will still do a modified chart. Attempt to. I'll write down my points and see what goes from there. I believe we are just west of Bethel. Alright, timer's gonna stop. We're gonna do 258. Doing my checkpoints as I go. Alright, so I've got chasing this guy. So we're good. Traffic is good.
Clermont practice, Skyhawk 536 Sierra Papa, about 5 miles to the north of Felicity, at 3500, tracking southbound. Clermont.
Alright, so they're at Felicity, tracking south. I am on my heading to intercept Fleming Mason. Alright, cruise, power is set, mixture is set, landing light is on, and head is good. So we're still waiting on weather. I'm going to go ahead and pin runway 25. So I'm now tracking normal. So Felicity, now go back to my actual waypoints. I'll go clear.
It's probably 10, but for the northeast of Delaware.
It's a little off, but we'll do this to Augusta. Augusta's going to be off our right, which is right there. So there's one person in the pattern right now. So it's really weird pre-flighting the plane without Matt, just having to do it on my own. And
Moscow power plant, slow flight.
it's a slightly different experience. You're still doing the same thing, but at the same time, you're having to make sure that you're doing it yourself. Nobody's there to check behind you. So I'd say about Washington, right before Washington is when we'll start our descent. I only have to go 1,000 feet. End up doing a midfield cross teardrop downwind entry for 25. Alright, so the wind is saying 130, so it is actually...
Starlight 10 over the square legs 2000.
It is still best winds for 7. I've never landed on 7 before. Nobody seems to be in the pattern, which is fantastic. So how should I determine? I don't want to come in at a 45 and just slam in. I've never done this airport before. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor is going to enter an extended 45 downwind for runway 7, Fleming Mason. Alright, let's start getting down. So Washington is off my left. I'm actually gonna bring my mixture in. Go ahead and set that. So for the descent, I've got weather. I am working on power. I'm setting my mixture. My mixture is about set. Altimeter is set. Fuel selector is still on both. I'm going to stop my timer at 550 for Washington. 550, then clear and enter. This one's distorted, but that's okay. I'm going to keep heading a little bit left while I'm descending. 2400. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor, 2700 descending to 2400, about 5 miles to the northwest, Fleming Mason. Alright, I see the field. Since I've made the field, I'm going to go ahead and do a flyover and just do a midfield pass. It's going to make me feel more comfortable so that I can establish how I want to enter 7 since I'm so close. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor is going to do a midfield cross and enter an extended 45 downwind for runway 7. Mid Fleming Mason. Alright, I've made the airport. Probably not the taught way to do this, but it's a way that I am familiar with. I know that I can cross midfield at 2400 and be safe no matter what side I am crossing on. Seems that nobody is in the pattern. That's not guaranteed, but as of right now, I look like I'm the only one here. 2 miles out and then start my turn left. I'm going to go ahead and do my turn since I'm at 2, staying at 2400. Alright, down. 1900, so 300 to go. Alright, I'm at 19. I'm on the downwind. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor in the downwind for runway 7, Fleming Mason. Alright, power 15, laps 10, pitching for 85. Alright, 20, turning base. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor turning left base, runway 7, Fleming Mason. Laps full. Fleming Mason 2386 Victor turning final, runway 7, Fleming Mason. Five.
Touchdown traffic 7 around, overflying the field now, 2,500, teardrop downwind entry for 03 approach.
Oh, the notes didn't come up, but that was a soft landing. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. All right, I'm clear. So now, still shaking. For the record, I am not shaking because I'm terrified. I am shaking because I am nervous a little bit, but I am also shaking because it is extremely surreal that I am doing this by myself. I'm actually going to taxi in here for a quick minute and let this guy go. I believe he's going to go onto the runway, so I'm going to give him way so I can take my time. I can hear Matt screaming at me, more right rudder on that soft field takeoff. So something that I'm going to focus on this one is more right rudder and scream it at myself. As you guys can tell, I am so much more relaxed. I don't know if I'm more confident. I am more confident. I'm more confident. It's just new. It's a new thing. It's to fly by yourself and get used to it. You're so used to having somebody in that right seat, and of course I'm used to having somebody at least next to me for so long that this is a very new and different experience, so it feels weird. Alright, I believe that guy taxied back to his hangar, so I'm going to go ahead and set up for runway 7. Fleming Mason, 2386 Victor, taking off of runway 4, going to depart to the northwest. Fleming Mason. Alright. Full throttle, right rudder, nose up, right rudder, nose up, right rudder. Nose down, nose down. Right, flaps up. Woo! That's because my window's open every time.
Georgetown traffic here.
We'll go 1500 and above. I will turn back. Pattern is 24, then I will turn northwest. I'm extremely disappointed in myself for leaving my window open. Alright, 2400. Turning towards the airport. Towards the northwest first. I'm actually going to stay to the left of my course because of his power plant stacks. I've leaned probably enough. Letting it settle at 34.5. Let those smokestacks. Alright, I don't see any traffic around me. South practice 2386 Victor is just north of Higginsport, 3500, tracking northwest. South practice.
State practice, Scarlet 18 is over the new bridge, headed back to state. State practice.
Alright, so there's East Fork Lake, there's the Purina Chow Chow plant. I'm going to kind of head a little bit towards the lake. Still don't see any traffic around me. So without Matt sitting in this seat, my wing keeps dropping because of the weight indifference. Alright, so we're assuming that they're still on 4 because the winds are 140. So once we get to about the lake, I will go ahead and call last call for practice, and then I will call up Clermont County and see what's going on there. So today's flight was just a simple pilotage solo flight. It was just another short cross country to start getting prepared for the longer cross countries and just building solo time. Clermont County practice area 2386 Victor, 3500, 2 miles to the south of the East Fork Lake, heading back into Clermont County. Clermont County practice is something, I feel. Alright, flop over. Now we'll start listening. So I do need to get down. Go ahead and get down now. Alright, in the descent, I've got my weather, I've got my power. Once I do this turn, then I will return my power. I'm at 23, so let me get my altitude back up. Power, mixture. Mixture is in full, well, mixture is set, altimeter is set. Fuel selector is still on both. Landing light is on. Approach briefing. So, Clermont County. 2386 Victor is at the red roof southeast, coming in for a midfield teardrop downwind for runway 4, Clermont County. I'm setting up for a midfield at 2300, that's right, 23, because we're down 100 feet. So good, I'm set. Still got traffic. Crossing midfield, warbirds are lined up. Clermont County, 2386 Victor, crossing midfield for a teardrop, right downwind entry, runway 4, Clermont County. Okay, we're half a mile out, so we're going to keep going till about 2 miles, then we're going to start our turn. Alright, let me make sure. We're landing, passenger briefing, seat belts, fuel selectors on both. Mixture is in, apps are up, landing light on, autopilot. Alright. So about 23, I am 1.2. I don't see anybody else in the pattern. Start my turn and start down to 1800. I'm actually going to pull back some power. So I'm not square. That's part of my issue. I'm at flaps 10. I need to pitch for 85.
Clermont County Airport. Automated weather observation. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind 120 at 4. Visibility 10.
120.
Clear.
Okay. So pitching for 85. I've already got flaps 10. My power is back. I'm gonna have a weird base here. So I'll go ahead and go flaps 20. Clermont County 2386 Victor, left base, runway 4, Clermont County. Clermont County 2386 Victor, final runway 4, Clermont County. I'm pulling out more power, but I got to pitch for 65.
Break your gears down.
I'll go idle.
Check your landing gear, Greg.
That was not great.
Taking runway.
Not great. Not great.
Departure.
Clermont County 2386 Victor, clear runway 4, Clermont County. That sucked. That was horrible.